Hey everyone, I'm Isaac and welcome back to Isaac Reviews 2025. Looks like Amazon is back with another big movie for Prime Video. Usually these movies tend to fall under the radar for me, but I figured I might as well check out their latest one to mix up my output a little. And that movie is G20, an action thriller starring Viola Davis as the President of the United States. I'm sure a certain subsection of the internet is gonna be very happy about that synopsis. I didn't really have the highest expectations for G20 as nothing about how it looked really caught my interest, but in trying to be open-minded, I gave it a watch anyway, and I'm honestly kinda shocked. This movie was way worse than I thought it would be. It centers around US President Danielle Sutton and her family going to the G20 summit in South Africa, but when a rogue terrorist network takes over the conference, Sutton will have to use her governing and military experience to defend her family, fellow leaders, and the world. The biggest problem I have with G20 would have to be the writing. It'd be one thing if it took its simple premise and made it more interesting, but instead it's another generic action flick with just about every tired trope in the book. It has a parent who's estranged from her rebellious daughter, a villain whose only real goal is to enrich himself, a seemingly normal person becoming a badass action hero, and a twist villain who comes right out of nowhere and has practically zero effect on the plot whatsoever. Oh yeah, and the villain's master plan is to get himself rich off of crypto by using deepfake AI to make the world leaders look bad. Trust me, I wish I was making this shit up. The only somewhat positive thing I can say here is that the actors seemed like they were trying. Sure, the script they had to work with was atrocious, and their characters are about as interesting as filing tax returns, but the cast definitely has talent, and sometimes that was able to pop up. But yeah, that's basically all this movie has, keeping it above a 1 out of 10, so take that for what it's worth. The other big problem I have with G20 is the action. You'd think the fights would be the highlight of the film, but they are anything but. The direction is lifeless, and the setting is barely used in any unique ways, on top of how ridiculous some of the fights can be. You mean to tell me that this middle-aged woman is easily able to overpower people who look way stronger than her? I get that movies require a certain suspension of disbelief, but this is just silly. Also, the editing is insanely choppy and the cinematography is even worse. It looks like the DP has an Adderall addiction with how much shaky cam there is. Like seriously, there were times I thought I was gonna be nauseous with how bad the camera work and editing were. Overall, G20 is a bafflingly incompetent film with next to nothing good about it whatsoever. It's terribly written with uninteresting action scenes and horrendous presentation and should not be watched by anyone, regardless of if you have Prime Video. I guess G20 is more of a G2 out of 10 then, huh? Yeah, that wasn't very good. Next time, I'll be talking about The Amateur. Rami Malek was definitely able to shine in this movie, but I feel like it was lacking in the originality department. Anyways, thanks for watching this episode of Isaac Reviews 2025. Subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you all later.